All right, guys, so we're doing kind of a old school fragrance here. I picked this up from Burlington Coat Factory for $34.99. This is Ralph Lauren Safari for Men. There is a women's version. It's been discontinued. Brief little history about this. The guy who made this is named Dominique Ropion. He is a very, very famous master perfumer. He's done a bunch of Armani. He's done like a bunch of the Ralph Lauren Elixir series. He was part of the Invictus group that made Invictus. He was also I think he's also done Lancome's La Vie est Belle. He's heavily involved in a bazillion different very, very famous designer perfumes. So without further ado, just to show the history, this 1992 is when this thing came out. I don't know when this bottle was produced. It might say it on here somewhere, although it might not, just depends. There might be a batch code I can look up later, but not that super important. This is probably a recent bottling because they're still making it. I don't see anything on here. So let's go ahead and talk about those notes. And there's a lot of notes because again, this fragrance, excuse me, came out in 1992. So the 90s was just, let's have a lot of notes in here. Same thing with even ADG from the mid 90s, tons of notes, all very fresh. This one is sometimes described as kind of like a barbershop-y kind of fragrance. Opens up with lavender, bergamot, aldehydes, coriander, green notes, artemisia, lemon, and neroli. That's just the top notes. Then you get middle notes of tarragon, carnation, cinnamon, rose. I can't pronounce this one. Cyclamen, jasmine. That's the middle. And then base notes of leather, oakmoss, sandalwood, musk, cedarwood, patchouli, and amber. So this thing has like all the notes. Let's go ahead and unbox it, take a look at it. Isn't that pretty? That just looks like granddad's cologne, doesn't it? That's gotta make granddad's cologne look like a pint of something. That's exactly what this looks like. But yeah, that's awesome. That looks very regal and mature and all the things you want to look like. So that makes sense for the people it's catering to. I'm sure this is probably gonna be a more mature fragrance, but I'm not young anymore, so it's okay. Let's go ahead and spray it on paper. The way we do it in this channel is spray on paper. I give you my basic impression of those opening notes. Then we do the same thing on skin. Sometimes the skin, I'll say oftentimes the skin presentation of those opening notes is a little more intense because your skin's 98.6 degrees-ish. And then your paper is like, in this house, 68 right now. So all those fragrance oils don't atomize or evaporate as quickly on paper as they do on skin. So the skin tends to show up those sweet notes a little quicker. So like a good example that's like that bergamot that's in that top note often comes out a little more sweeter, citrusy on skin compared to just paper, which might be a little more rindy. It's just citrusy in general. So without further ado, let's spray. Empty, empty, empty. There we go. All right. Get it good and on there. Okay, yeah, it's like a spicy kind of lavender. Overall, the opening I would say is a spicy lavender. That's what I get from it. It's very pleasant, very refreshing. I get why they say it's very barbershop because it's very clean, like soap-ish, but more like I'm trying to make you smell manly kind of soap. That's nice. That's like a very warm, comforting, mature, kind of masculine opening. Yeah, that's really nice. Very professional. I'd say like that opening right there just exudes being very office safe and just pleasant and clean, masculine, mature. That's kind of what we're going with there. I'm not getting the rose. I'm certainly not getting any leather yet. I'm getting a little bit of sweetness off the top. So it's sweeter than I expected. I expected it to be a little more just like an intense, pungent kind of lavender. It's a little sweeter than I expected on paper. Let's go ahead and do it on skin. Make sure I don't got any other fragrances on because sometimes I'll forget I did that. All right, let's do skin real fast. Pow. Good atomizer. That's a nice atomizer. This is just as point of reference, this is a 4.2 ounce or 125 mil with $35. I think on Joma it's like around 40 something. So I got a decent deal in Burlington on that. So I got a decent discount. So just keep that in mind. You can probably find it a little more expensive online, but you might find some cheaper deals too. Okay, definitely sweeter on skin. but still that same DNA, that same lavender, spicy, sweet citrus kind of thing going on. That's very pleasant. Again, it's almost like a mintiness to it. It's almost minty, even though mint's not anywhere in the notes. It's got a little bit of that, like, because the lavender with those green notes that are in there kind of gives it a minty vibe. So yeah, that's just nice. Okay, something else. I can kind of get the cinnamon. Like that cinnamon note is coming out a little quicker on skin. That's happened to me before. I'm also a little more sensitive to cinnamon just because I don't smell it all that often in my daily life. I don't cook with it very often. I just don't experience cinnamon that often. But yeah, I'm getting a little bit of cinnamon. I'm gonna do it on both arms just so I can kind of, so my wife can smell it when I go to bed. But yeah, it's a little more sweet on skin, a little more fresh on skin, a little less of that, a little less of the dry, spicy, a little more syrupy kind of syrupy lavender going in there. The aldehydes is just like a general freshness to it. This is nice. I don't mind this at all. This is very pleasant. I can't talk about the longevity and projection yet, but overall, this is very nice. I'm enjoying this. I'm also not, the only middle note I'm really getting at this point is the cinnamon. We'll see how that goes. All those top notes, the citrus, the neroli, the green notes, the lavender, they all kind of roll into each other. It's not like you can just pick out, oh, there's the artemisia, oh, there's the green notes, oh, there's the neroli. The citruses do kind of mix in to make to add into that lavender. Just makes the lavender kind of a sweet lavender, very pleasant. No problem. It is on the mature side. I'll say that. It's definitely on the mature masculine side. If that's a flaw for you, that's going to be the flaw. But yeah, I'll jump back in after wearing this for a couple days. For you, it'll be a split second. For me, it'll be a few days of wear, and I'll come back and talk to you about things like longevity, projection, and how those notes break down over time. All right, we're back. We've worn it. It's been quite enjoyable. I'm actually quite surprised just by how much I enjoy this, as well as my wife enjoys this. So first off, let's go ahead and talk about the longevity. Longevity's good. It does last on skin 8 hours. You're gonna get 8 hours of wear out of it. For an EDT, that's excellent. I mean, most EDT fragrances these days, especially with like the more modern DNAs, they're going to last 6 hours on you, and they're not going to project for maybe 2, 3 at the tops. You get like 4 to 5 hours of okay projection out of this. You're not going to fill a room, but that's not really what this is intended for. That first hour is a little more bounce to the projection, pushes pretty hard. After that, arm's length for about 3 to 4 hours. But it is just very, very nice. And primarily what you get in that opening projection is that just blast of all that spice and the lavender, and a little bit of cinnamon comes out, and then it kind of goes back and the lavender sticks around. You get some of the rose in there and the cinnamon, and then you get a nice dry down that includes like, once you get to the final dry down, it really is skin scent at that point. You get leather and sandalwood and cedar, the primary notes, and a little bit of patchouli. And that patchouli cedar kind of mushes together to my nose. My nose can't really break. My nose doesn't go, ooh, that's a cedar wood, but there's also patchouli. I'm kind of getting both of those at the same time. So that's what you end up with. Overall, just a great, 35 bucks, great fragrance. There's 35 bucks over at Burlington Coat Factory. You just randomly saw it. Is it old school? Yes. Is this a young man's fragrance? Absolutely not. If you would never give this to your grandparents. If you see this at Burlington, do not get it for your 16-year-old grandchild. They won't appreciate it. Now, if maybe for your 30-plus son, maybe that might work, because I like this a lot. My wife likes it. We're both obviously over 30, if you don't know that already. And yeah, it just does a great job. It does the job extremely well. It's very clean, fresh, uber masculine, and very mature in its overall presentation, and not in like an old man smell kind of way. This is very much like it's just a mass appealing but old school masculine fragrance. That's what it ends up being. So if that kind of makes sense. So imagine like you're not trying to smell like an F-boy, for lack of a better term, is like mass appealing for the younger crowd these days. If you want to pick whatever smell that evokes in your mind. This is more of that mature, old school. This is somebody who hangs out at a golf course. This is someone who has been to a cigar bar. There's that kind of vibe to it. Very pleasant. No real notes, no complaints about it. The only complaint you might have is the fact that it is an old school fragrance, so it's not terribly youthful. It's not very playful. If that's kind of what vibe you want. It's definitely, hey, I'm a guy who's been around the block. I'm wearing this because this is what people who've been around the block smell like to me. That's kind of what you end up with. At least that's my vibe interpretation, for lack of a better term. But yeah, That's Ralph Lauren Safari EDT concentration. And yeah, there you go. Thanks for watching. Have a great day. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments and I'll be happy to answer them to the best of my ability.